So we're super cozy up in her.
And we're super live.
Oh, you guys, I was just telling Joe about my leg warmers. I normally wear shoes, but not
Turn
today.
your volume down. And we're super live. This time was you.
I was just telling it's Joe not working. My leg warmers because it's on your. I normally wear shoes. Sorry, guys.
There we go.
Joe messed up.
It was weird.
Joe messed up. Joe did it. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, Rich and Rich. How are y'all doing today?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Okay, so we do have some really good questions going up between Rich and Rich, which is something we definitely wanted to talk about. So we will do that. I also want to see how many moderators are on here. So if you're a moderator, let me know that you're here, because at some point we do want to update you on some things that's been going on, but we're going to need our mods here today. So
it's so dark on here. Is it dark on y'all's end? Are y'all seeing us? Are we really dark?
We have a different camera right now because it's wider.
Yeah.
So we're not like all bunched in, but then the lighting is a little bit different.
On the computer, we look really lit up, but on my phone, we look kind of dark. So let us know if we look dark or light. Cool. All
right, I do have, Vince is here. He's a mod. I do got Tom King. He's a mod on here. Everybody says some people say it's dark. Some people says it's okay. I might turn it up a little bit. We'll see. But then we might also be really yellow. So just let us know. We are not like Palette Jack, and he's amazing with camera and stuff. We are learning. Okay.
That looks better. It looks lighter.
Okay. Yeah. So we do got some people starting out. Looks good. Looking good. We're trying to brighten it up just a little bit. Just let us know.
Don't want to go too bright because we look washed out on our end.
I mean, you look washed out. I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm almost there.
I'm looking kind of washed out now on the here.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we've reached the limit.
We're in a nightclub. Ooh,
yeah. Club rinsing.
Missy says we're in a nightclub. Our nightclub ends at 9:30. We're ready for bed by then. So
especially lately.
How's everybody doing tonight? How has your Thursday been? We had so many plans. We went to Market Street Liquidation Friday and Saturday and had so many plans to help educate and talk about some stuff, but then things did not go as planned.
TV girl. It's New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. New Zealand. Thank you.
You saved me from having to second guess myself. Thank you, Kiwi girl.
Yeah. Trey, it's okay that you didn't get your YouTube notification because we just went live.
Yeah, but unsubscribe and then resubscribe.
If you're having a hard time with it. Okay, so here's the deal. Everyone, if you are a moderator, we're gonna tell you some things that have happened to us, but we are in the process of healing. So at this point, I'm going to give some time for the moderators to help me with the comments, because what I am not looking for is sympathy, and what I am not looking for is advice, but because we give so much of our life to you guys, and that what happened this weekend is definitely going to play a big part in a lot of what we do in the future, we feel like we want to go ahead and open up and share with you all. Most of you guys I know are going to be super supportive and loving, and then there are other people who are probably going to mean well, but they may be hypercritical or try to give advice when advice is not needed at this point. We are not looking for anything from you. We are just wanting to let you know what's happening with us. So that being said, moderators, I'm not going to be reading the comments in this section for a minute, so that you guys can help protect us while we're healing, because we are still healing. Basically what happened, it was supposed to be an ordinary trip to Market Street Liquidation. We went to Branson, Missouri. We stopped there because there's always really good food there. It's a tourist town. We went to the hotel that we normally go to, which the hotel is wonderful. We have no problems with the hotel whatsoever. They are wonderful. They did their job, and then they went above and beyond for us. But It was a normal day. We normally go the night before. We spend the night. We usually stay somewhere where there is a pool, and we let the kids swim and play. And then, we go to bed, and then the next morning we head out and we go to Market Street and we spend a few hours there. And the kids love it because they get to pick stuff out of the bins, and it's just this really big fun thing. We had all these plans to go live while we were there and like teach people like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we pick stuff. That didn't happen because we went swimming that Friday night, and we had a major accident, and our sweet Lucy Jude ended up in the hospital for near drowning. I used to be an auditor for lifeguards, so I know a lot about water safety. For those of you who do not know, drowning is the #1 cause of accidental death in children ages 1 through 4. And then the second leading cause of death for children ages 4 through 12. So those of you who are very sensitive to this subject, we're not going to go really, really deep into this, but you may want to mute for a couple of minutes while I finish what I'm going to say, if you're super sensitive to what's going on, or if you have, basically I'm giving you a trigger warning for the next 2 minutes, but I'm not going to go into major detail. So basically what happened was we went, we were both we were present. We were not being negligent by any means. The kids had floating safety, devices and everything. Lucy got really cold, so she came out. I wrapped her in a towel and I had her sit there while we ordered food. Joe was still in there with Lucas. And at some point during ordering food, she told me that she wanted to go back in. I said, okay, get your floaties back on and we will buckle you back in. But somewhere lines got crossed. Normally I've talked about water safety a million times with the kids. We do fire drills. We do all of these things, a lot of safety precautions. And I am fully aware of the dangers of having young children in the pool. Some few minutes pass by and she is unconscious and she's in the pool. So we are very blessed and very lucky that there was actually a family who was there, who was a nurse who had just gotten recertified in CPR with new technique that last week, and actually lives 20 minutes from Conway. We were in Branson. He lives 20 minutes from Conway in Greenbrier, Arkansas. And he happened to be there. And there were so many things that could have happened that led for us not being there at the right time or him not being there at the right time. So yeah, it was, we are currently coping. It's been hard to sleep. And we do have a lot of flashbacks. We do deal a little bit with guilt, despite the fact that we logically know that this was an accident. This wasn't us being, what's the word? Negligent by any means. We do love our children. We do watch very carefully, and we did take the precautions that we needed to take, but accidents are accidents for a reason. Mm-hmm. So I did want to share that with you because it might affect our day-to-day life.
It's
yeah.
I mean,
so
I haven't done a lot of work this week because Lucy and Lucas, they're both very clingy.
I do suspect some PTSD, at least with us. I do feel like Lucy doesn't remember a bit, like maybe something inside of her didn't. It just didn't trigger her. Yeah. She was protected, or something happened. Yeah. So basically, where we are right now is that we are in trauma. We are recovering from trauma. We are seeking counseling for that. And yeah, sometimes I do feel really guilty. Sometimes I feel like I dropped the ball. I know, Joe, I know you feel that way sometimes too.
Yeah, we are so thankful that she's alive, because she wasn't, and she is now. And it's like, we're thankful, we are grateful that she is, but at the same time, like, we're traumatized by what could have been, and still seeing the images of what was. So yeah,
a lot of things could have happened. And I don't want to get into whole lot of detail because I know that there are people here who are not here for that. And there are a lot of people that you know, and it's very personal. And honestly, I really don't know what else to say about it because we're still processing it.
Yeah.
But we did want to be open and honest with you because that is a big part of what we want. And I also don't want to break down into tears in front of you at the very beginning of our live stream.
If we don't reply back to messages, I mean, we were slow before, but if we're slower now, like, please give us some grace. Like, we're going to be okay. But we didn't want to withhold this life-changing moment from y'all. We wanted to give y'all the opportunity to know about it. And we will all move forward together, and we'll move forward in our own ways. And, you know, because we're each reacting differently. And so, yeah. Which
is crazy. You know, normally, you know, I'm the pursuer, like, let's fix it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I'm actually finding myself kind of shying away, almost like isolating. And I'm like, this is unusual for me. And Joe's the opposite, where normally he's like, let's just laser focus and get it done. He's fighting himself like, can we just slow down for a minute? Can we just pause? Can we just, so it's just interesting to see how we both respond differently.
I'm working and one of the kids is like, can you play with me? And, you know, usually I'm like, you know, give me a little bit, you know, let me finish this. I'm like, okay, I'll go play with you. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, I got to get back to work at some point.
Yeah, we're adjusting. So anyways, yeah, we just wanted to keep that for you. Thank you guys so much for the kind comments. I will read them later, just to make sure that the moderators have had time to protect us.
They've been good.
I don't imagine that any of the comments are going to be really bad. We have such a great community of people, but you never know. You never know. So
you guys are dedicated people. Like, I don't really want to talk about it in like a pre-recorded video.
I wouldn't
because
want to
those, you know, they're dedicated too, but they're not as like, you know, as you guys are. I think it's different.
Yeah. This is our community. You guys are our community, the people that we get connect with every Thursday night. So that being said, thank you guys so much for your support. And thank you guys so much for your prayers. It means so much to us. And we'll keep you guys updated probably on the live streams. We probably won't be doing it anywhere else. But we are definitely processing. We are definitely seeking help, and we will become stronger from this.
Yeah.
So.
And one day when we're ready, it was a miracle.
It was
God. Like,
there was no other way to explain it.
It was God. Like,
for those of you who really do want to know, I actually do have some stuff shared on my personal Facebook. It's not like super detailed yet. That's just because I'm not ready really to share it. But if you guys send me a message and tell me who you are, then send me your friend request. I'll accept you. So anyways, if you guys are interested in knowing more. Okay, so moving on. How is everybody doing? Yes, Tom King, thank you so much. Ask your comments and your questions in all caps, because I don't want to scroll back until I can have the moderators review all comments. You're going to have to re-ask your questions if you asked any before or during that little spiel. So if you have any questions, go ahead and restart, because I'm not going to scroll all the way back just for my healing. Yeah. So
sorry, that was a bird. We had this issue last week, didn't we? And I even changed drinks, beverages to not have it. But leading off the evening, Rich had a question right out the gate before we even started. So,
and I actually did want to talk about this because Joe and I were actually literally, what was it, 2 days ago or so? We were driving in the car and we were actually talking about this because Wall Street Journal released an article, and now you have a whole bunch of other blogs and other sites that are sending out this article, and you can look it up. You can Google it. You can find it if you don't know. But Amazon and Walmart and places like that are seeing an increase in returns because a lot more online shopping. So they're obviously because of the pandemic. And they had, I don't remember, I think it was Fox News or some blog had some pretty interesting numbers that, just about how many returns they're getting, and how it's actually, for them, it is not efficient or it's not cost efficient for people to actually return their items. So a lot of people are just saying, don't bother sending it back. We'll go ahead and refund your money. So, it's saying how is that going to affect us? And none of us really know how anything is going to affect us because everything is so up in the air. We've never been a part of a pandemic like this before. We've never been part of, and then there's all these other things like the political spectrum and all of this other stuff that's all playing a part in how our economy is running. And that plays a part in our individual businesses as well. So Joe and I were talking about how this would possibly affect us. Mm-hmm. I think the main thing that people are worried about is the price of pallets. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about
let's go more in depth. So what the article pretty much was talking about was there's a company that they've created some software that online marketplaces are starting to use that's pretty much a cost analysis on whether it is profitable to have the individual send the item back based off of how big and heavy the item is, how much it costs, how much the cost of shipping is. So more and more companies are starting to use this software that this company has created. And some of these places are telling people to keep the item instead of sending it back. And we know as liquidation that a big part of things that you can buy is returns. Granted, there are other things that you can buy like shelf pulls, overstock, things of that nature, but returns does play a huge part in that. So we don't know like what type of effect that's going to be. Granted, I think like right now, an article that Jessica found on Fox News, they had said that I was like, how much dollar amount? I don't know.
So for every, it's like for in 2020, I believe it was like they had, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I think $5 billion in return, $5 billion in sales, and it was like basically 5 to 6% of all return.
There we go. So
Joe didn't touch anything. It did it on its own.
Our Wi-Fi sucks tonight, so hopefully it won't happen again. But if it does, just wait the 30 seconds.
We'll be back.
But it's pretty much that $6 out of every 100, so roughly 6% of returns was return fraud. And one of the things I feel like as a seller, if you sell Amazon FBA, which we don't, some people may, is that I can see that percentage actually increasing if you don't have to ship the item back, so who knows what type of thing this may cause. I know there are already some shortages in the supply chain as is. Anyways, especially when it comes to like small box items that you would find in bin stores. We know some different people in the industry that one person that they sell these items by the truckload, like they're having to pick and choose which bin stores get the truckloads from one week to the next because there's just not enough out there for the demand. So I know some people they're always talking about, opening up a bin store. I would caution you against it.
Just for now.
Because it's just, there's no guarantees that you're actually going to be able to get truckloads.
Now you also think about a lot of people are really just concerned about the price of pallets. Now remember, there's different types of pallets out there. You're still going to probably see overstock pallets, which are usually more. They usually cost more, but they and smaller margins, but there's a lot less risk. You still probably find some salvage stuff, things like that. I think the biggest concern would be the return pallets, which is our sweet spot personally. And so, just knowing that, I mean, do I feel like the prices of pallets will rise? Maybe a little bit, but there's only so much you can raise the prices of pallets and it still be something that people want to buy.
Yeah.
It's different in certain places. Like, I think with Extreme Unboxing, a lot of people were really concerned about the prices of pallets. But pallets and storage units were not the same because they were really concerned because the prices of storage units rose after Storage Wars. But with Storage Wars, there's an unlimited amount of money that you can have in a storage unit. Whereas a pallet, it's only how much money you can fit on here. So there's really an average amount of money that you can make, which means that the amount that it can rise, there's a ceiling to how much you can pay for that. Right? So the biggest concern would not be the price of the pallets, but it would be whether or not they are available to begin with. We're worried more about supply at this point in time, which is if you guys are really into return pallets, if you guys are really trying to do that, I would go ahead and start looking for additional items. It's one of the reasons why Joe and I got into lots and stuff like that, like, you know, some of the wholesale kind of items and things like that. It's just a stream of income. It's another way to get inventory. We love returns, but if we can't find returns, which we haven't been anyway, it's been hard to find, then, you know, because of COVID and the fact that a lot of people weren't taking returns for a long time, it'll be probably around the same situation. So if you can get them, get them. If you can't, like, you know, so.
Yep. So, and we're not saying it's going to happen anytime soon,
right?
But it's something as you're getting into it, you've been in it for a while, is we say it not to like be fearful or to deter you from doing it, but you got to have a plan. Like you got to have a backup plan, or, you know, just knowledge. Like if you're wanting to go from part-time to full-time, that the cost may go up and you should account for it.
Yeah.
Or also like if you're buying from, like have multiple places that you are aware of that you can buy from in the event that things happen. There's a couple of people, I think Brandon said that they've noticed pallet prices have gone up recently. And that's in my opinion, that's mainly right now, if they're going up, it's because of stimulus money that's out there. People have more money. So liquidators are taking advantage of it. The price will go down at some point in time. You know, it's just, you know, then you got tax season, and then it really depends if there's another round of stimulus, you know, because Joe Biden's pushing, I don't know, like a $2 trillion another stimulus package. Hopefully this one won't have billions and billions of dollars going to foreign countries. That's a little political thing, but it's not much. I mean, it's the truth. You know?
Yeah.
YouTube just flagged our video. So
just kidding.
Just kidding.
Yeah, you know, and I think it's really not a bad idea. You know, buying returns is going to be difficult, but buying liquidation altogether is still not a bad idea, because we've talked about shopping trends, how people are still going to be shopping. They just may change things where they might be buying things like new other or used, or, you know, like off-brand stuff instead of like the name brand things that they're used to. You know, people don't change their shopping habits or don't change any habits at all unless they are intentional with it. Yeah. So there may be a few people out there who are going to be very intentional about where they're spending their money. But a lot of other people, unless they want to be intentional about changing those habits, the habits aren't going to change. They may just change a little bit.
Yeah.
So liquidation is actually a pretty decent thing to get into because people are going to be wanting to buy things for cheaper.
Yeah. Peggy asked, I don't mind a little bit of holiday stuff. Oh, no, there was never she questioned. Where was it at?
She asked a question.
Yeah. About when do you wait to start buying pallets to avoid all of the Christmas stuff? You really don't.
I mean, we got Christmas stuff in July, so.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, the thing about Christmas, though, you're afraid about getting Christmas like decor items. That's possible, but a lot of times people get stuff that they just return in really good condition because they got same one, what have you. But I wouldn't worry too much about it because you've got other holidays that are going to keep wrapping around, so it happens. So. Try to make sure I didn't have any. Do you want?
No, you're doing great. You are doing great.
Yeah.
It's on your side this time, so.
I see that. I moved my desktop around. I think I may vlog, I don't know, at some point. I had done a couple vlogs last week, but I couldn't get around to editing them through. I just deleted the footage because it's no longer applicable to what we're doing.
We're getting there, guys. We are.
I don't know if I missed something or not.
We're trying our best. We are doing our best.
I skipped down.
What's up, TJ? Good to see you.
TJ said hello earlier.
I love all you people.
Yeah.
We didn't really do a hello train, but y'all know we love you. I was really nervous about having to talk about what we were talking about earlier, so I didn't do the hello train. I was like, I'm just gonna get on here real quick. Oh man, I forgot your name. Gun-toting Jeep driving lesbian.
Yeah, Harold says it's very large items that are expensive to ship back, or really cheap products that usually let you keep. Everything else will still be returned. I believe that because a lot of Amazon liquidates at a price, and other liquidators do too. They liquidate at a percentage of retail value when they sell to liquidators. So, and that's that cost analysis thing that program is going to tell them what they should return or not. Like maybe there's not as many items for bin store items, since a lot of those items can be cheaper items. So I fully agree with you on that, Harold, that those would be the items that they elect to allow you to keep. But the other items, like, they're not going to let you keep a $400 item or a $300 item or even a $100 item, because they can still liquidate that for 10 or 15 bucks and get their money back on the cost of shipping. And plus, with Amazon, a lot of it owning their own, delivery fleet now and using Kohl's, their cost of the return is going to be a little bit lower. So, yes.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, Miss Miller, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know where.
Vicky, thank you. I'm sorry. I knew it was something with an E at the end. But Vicky, in my defense, I did say that it's probably going to take me like at least 3 times to remember your name. Don't be hurt. I'm sorry. Let's see. Joe's skipping around here, so I don't even know.
I mean, it's just they're having conversation and stuff. XYZ can't see me. Can you make a video on your YouTube revenue in 2020? You want me to make a video? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't make videos about our personal revenue. I know that some YouTubers are out there that do.
Do people do that?
Yeah. Oh. I can't see how I would want to do that, because it doesn't apply to the bulk majority of our target audience. If you're interested in how much we earn on YouTube, I don't mind having a conversation with you outside of YouTube. But I'm not sure how because we consider ourselves a entertainment channel that does some teaching. So I don't see how that would fit.
Okay, here you go. Thrifting by Rich right there.
But we make a good living. We could make, it's a full-time income. I'll just tell you that much.
Listen, though,
it wasn't always that way.
It doesn't apply here. Somebody, TJ was just saying he can't remember names. I can't remember names either, but I'll remember your face. The problem is I don't see y'all's faces.
I know.
So it's like, I will remember your screen name.
Yes.
Rich says, when you buy pallets of returns, what percentage of items are usually unsellable if they're not tampered with?
Yeah, it really depends on the where it's coming from, it really just depends. When we were buying by the truckload, we were buying what was called Amazon medium box pallets, and I think they still have that program. We usually found probably about 10 or 15% were unsellable; they were damaged and broken. But we also found like 60% of those were usually brand new open box items. And then usually 20 to 25% were used. They may have some cosmetic issues. We're going through, like when we were, we've been buying these pallets of oversized electronic boxes. It's probably around 15% is not sellable with those items also. Maybe even, I don't think 20%, because some boxes, there won't have any issues. And then we just filmed an unboxing today, and there was probably 10 or 15 items of the 50 that were no bueno. So that's like 22% of the items. So I think it really just depends on the program. And I say program, it could be like Amazon small box pallets. It could be Amazon Electronics, could be Target Furniture, Walmart sporting goods. So we always recommend with everything that we buy, and why we buy Amazon so much is because we know the percentages. Like I've very early on, and even now, like when I buy new stuff, like when we buy mystery boxes and stuff, like we track how many items are in there, how many items were sellable, and how many were not sellable. So that way we have an idea of what to expect when we buy those again in the future. Granted, you can't have an accurate depiction off of one box. Like it probably 5 or 6, 7 boxes or pallets before you can get an accurate idea. That fan is so hot, Jessica.
It's so cold in here.
Gosh, I am sweating.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
But you just got to buy a lot to really track it yourself. So it just depends.
Okay, I turned it down.
Thank you. Like I'm sweating. Like I feel like the heat is about to suffocate me.
There is a question that we did miss. I like to keep the Facebook stream because they have so little comments on there. So there is somebody on here. Kim asked, how do you deal with burnout? Which is a good question because sometimes, you know, when you're doing stuff like this, like it could just be, it's always the next thing. There's always something to do, something to work towards, right? So I think a big thing about burnout is to know when you're when you're getting there. I think, you know, I think culturally, here in the United States, I can't speak for everyone, but here culturally in the United States, we are very fast-paced individuals. And so there's always something to improve on. You know, a lot of times we have, you know, meetings about how we can do better than we did before. They're like, it almost seems sometimes as if like there's never enough. There's always more. You have to keep going for more. Right. So, you know, I think with that, there's nothing wrong with that. I myself am a goal achiever. Like that's just, you know, Joe, there's been a point in time where we didn't really have any goals. And I found myself just really unmotivated. And Joe was like, man, you really are like, you are really motivated by achieving goals. I'm like, I am. I very much am. I love action plans. I love like hitting the marking off things on the checklist and things like that. But, you know, even for everybody, there comes a point in time when you're like, this is too much. Like I'm now feeling unmotivated. I don't want to get out of bed. I'm exhausted all the time. You know, things like insomnia. If you find yourself getting sick really often, those are physiological symptoms. You know, emotionally, you might not have it such an even temper. You may be easy to anger. You may be easily frustrated. Things that people are doing are irritating to you that weren't irritating to you before. You know, things like that. So when you're noticing those kinds of behaviors, it's time to step back and say, okay, what am I not doing for myself? Yeah. What am I not, you know, and a lot of people will always say, and I actually have counseled people back when I did a lot more like pastoral work about, you know, what are you doing for self-care? And they're like, well, I would do this. I'm like, okay, when was the last time you did that? Well, I was supposed to do it here, but then this happened and this happened. I'm like, okay, well, it has to be a priority. Taking care of yourself has to be a priority. I believe I just posted something in the lifestyle blog about this because I was feeling very overwhelmed with life. And I was like, okay, this is a really important thing that we have to deal with because when you're building a business, nobody else is building it for you when you're not building it. So there's a lot of extra pressure there. And then a lot of us, we say, you know, you have to keep listing. You have to keep, you know, getting inventory. You have to keep doing it. You have to keep moving forward because consistency is key. Well, when everything in your business requires consistency, it's not about how much you can put out. It's how much can you actually do while also taking care of you. Yeah. Because at some point you're going to give out, you're going to burn out. And then who's going to take care of your business then? So it's not about like, I'm going to push all the time because at some point you're going to run out of gas. How much can you push and still get to bed on time? How much can you push and still make sure you're eating the meals you need to eat? How much can you push and still have time a couple of times a week for hobbies that you really love? Yep. That is the key right there. Because for us, if we miss posting a YouTube video, the algorithm messes up, right? If we don't continue to like engage in, you know, our social media, then people will lose interest. It's just because it doesn't show up. You know, if we don't list our items efficiently, then they don't show up as much. And the new listings are the ones that sell. So I totally understand the whole consistency thing, but our goals fit around our self-care and our family time. And that's the only way that you can do it. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to add?
I think you avoid burnout those different ways. But a lot of people, they get burnout because ultimately, in my opinion, they're not taking care of themselves. Their priorities are backwards. And that could be, granted, a lot of people need money right now. So you work to get extra money, but then like all those, like you're still not happy. You're miserable still. You're doing those things as a reseller. It's the same thing. So like I did a video, I don't know, almost a year ago, probably on the 4 burners theory. And I don't really agree with the theory, but the theory is pretty much there's 4 burners of your life. You have your family burner, you have your health burner, you have your I'm gonna forget them because right now we're talking about it. But you have health, family, relationships, and then like hobbies, right? And your job's not one of those 4 burners, but like it's pretty much the theory says for most successful people that they believe that they're going to really only function off by 2 burners. And most highly successful people, it's probably going to be like 1 burner that you kind of only pay attention to, and the other burners you just totally ignore. But we don't believe that leads to happiness and wholeness. Like that's going to leave you empty inside and still searching and seeking for the next thing, which does cause the burnout and such. So making sure that you yourself, your mental health, your physical health, if you're married, that relationship is taken care of, that you're cultivating the garden that you've been given. Because all the other stuff, it doesn't really, it matters, but it affects those relationships, those things. So then I would also say, just take it slow, like with your goals. Like we, as Americans, we try to do and I can't say Americans, I can't speak for other people. I'll just say people. We as people, we tend to try to reach grand goals and we don't reach them fast enough. And we don't reach them the way that we want. So we get burnt out when we should really be looking at a lot lower goals that you can achieve and create the consistency that Jessica was talking about. And that's really how you avoid burnout. Then take the time off when you need to, because we all need time to unplug at some point. And don't feel guilty when you do.
Yeah. Yeah, nuts.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see, where are we at?
Harold says, here's a combo starter. At what point do you suggest growth? Hiring help, purchasing programs, rental space, etc.?
That's a good question. I think when Joe and I always talk about growth for us, we always use that model that we always talk about time, space, and money. So all 3 of those things they feed off of each other, but they all work together to be able to reach your goals and to facilitate growth. If you are consistently trying to make more space, right, but you still don't have time or the capital to be able to facilitate the space, I think at some point we all kind of have to raise them all at the same level. So it really depends on where you are. So whatever your problems are, whatever you're finding frustration with, for us, we thought about getting like a storefront type thing as for growth. But we realized that would take up more time than we have to give. So we were having to like weigh out all of that. I know there's something you want to add because I can see it.
I was reading something else.
Oh, okay.
You were doing good, so I'll let you take care of it.
Oh, well, do you have anything you want to add?
I don't know what you said.
Okay. So basically, I'm talking about time, space, and money and how you have to add all that together. So if you need more time in your business, if you need more time spent in the business, but you can't physically give that time, then hiring somebody would be helpful as long as you have the money, the capital to do it. So where are you in the time, space, and money platform? Which one of those is the lowest, right? Because that's going to be the one that has the highest need, because you really can't grow the other 2 if one of them is really, really low. So you want to try to balance them. You want to try to grow them together so that it's stable. Because if you have one really high one, the other 2 are just going to fall. Then everything comes unbalanced. Does that make sense? I feel like I didn't explain that very well.
I mean, it's a very complex question.
It's a good question.
I always say, if they're the aspects of your business that you dislike doing, find somebody, hire somebody to do that. I mean, obviously you want to be able to afford to do it, but at the same time, like if you don't like listing, like I'm not a big fan of listing. I listed so many items over the years. Now Whitney predominantly lists for us. I do list some, but she's like our main lister. Is I don't really enjoy it. She likes it. You know, granted, there's moments where she doesn't like it. But it creates the income because I can do other things. So I think we just muddy the waters.
I don't know. I'm looking down here to make sure people aren't being like, okay, yeah. Well, Vicky says it was a nice explanation. Yeah.
So all right.
If you guys need more explanation, just let me know.
All right, scrolling down, we're only 10 minutes behind.
We're doing better today, I think.
Frost Libra asks, what type of box do you suggest for the first-time resellers, electronics, general merchandise, etc.?
I don't know. Joe and I might have different opinions about this because there's so many different ways to start. Yeah. But I always say start with what you know. You know, Joe and I, we were always really decent with electronics. He started with selling jeans, but he didn't like it. But then he started selling cell phones. And that ended up being a process that worked really well for us. And then when I joined in, I picked it up pretty quickly. So then we expanded eventually to all sorts of general electronics. You know, start with what you know, start with what you know you can sell. When we expanded after electronics, we went into home goods because of our demographic for local sales. A lot of people in our local community love that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where we started. And then we started exploring a little bit here and a little bit there. And we've actually discovered that we had kind of like drugstore items too, because 888 Lots had some of those. And now we just kind of try a little bit of everything, but our niche will always be electronics. Yeah. So start with what you know, so you don't have to learn too much. There's not a big learning curve, and start with what you know will sell in your area.
Yeah. I'd say that, you know, if you are just like, you're just starting to resell, I would probably, you know, electronics sell better than general merchandise. But at the same time, with general merchandise, you don't have to test the electronics as much because the testing process can be a little overwhelming if you're not fully aware of what to do. So, yes.
That was a good question.
Yeah.
I like it.
Jessica, Sunshine, I need more stories. We also need more stories.
We need more stories about your students.
I don't know if you watch TikTok, but you know they have those little filters and they have those TikTokers where they pretend to be like their kid. And
you
like,
should do it.
You should do that, but like with your students. And use the different filters because if you don't want to see people see your face, I don't know. You just maybe private person, you don't want to be seen. I don't know. It's not a bad thing. Why are you hiding your face?
I'm not. I'm reading.
Okay. Just some people don't like to be seen on camera. But if you use those
I'm just saying,
filters,
you've got some funny stories. And I too need to hear the stories.
Yes, that would be great. We'll be expecting an inbox of your TikTok account with your first video within a week. We'll give you 2.
Let's see.
I am cooking, Vicky. It's hot in here.
It's not that
hot. That thing just started blowing, and I thought I was about to get roasted to 350 degrees.
Where are we at? We're actually doing pretty good, guys. How is everybody? I'm liking this.
Yeah. TJ says Burnout is rough. Been through it a few times on the YouTube.
It's very easy to burn out if you're not careful. I think it's easier.
YouTube makes it hard.
I used to make it. I used to feel. I honestly feel like burning out on YouTube is easier than burning out in my reselling business.
Especially when you start looking at the analytics, you're like, oh my goodness, like, you know, it's like in December we were making videos every day, but like we were getting less and less views every single day. It's like we haven't made a video in like a while, like over a week now, and like our views have gone up way, way, way up. It's like, all right, you know, we make less videos. People actually want to watch us.
Let's see. Melanie, good question. What do we do with unsellable merchandise? Not broken items, but merch not worth selling. Okay, so if it's not broken items and it's not worth selling, we can give it away. We can try and donate it to somebody. You know, sometimes we have like boxes of toys or things like that we'll lot them all together and sell them. We're
probably not the best people to ask for this because we have a storage unit full of items just like that.
Yes.
In theory, garage sale
Well, we planned on doing we had the flea market booth, but the flea market booth didn't work out the way that we wanted to because it's backwards.
I know. Like I had a cold sore the other day, and I'm like, it's on my right side.
I told you that was going to mess with us.
It's messing
before
with me.
we started, and you were like, "No, you're fine."
It's messing with me now.
And I'm like, "Take your right hand and touch your left ear," and you're like, "Her," and I'm like, "But look, it's different," and you're like, "It's going to be fine."
You didn't tell me to look while I was doing it.
Okay. Anyways,
sorry.
So basically,
I got distracted. Rabbit.
So basically. We tried to do it with the flea market booth, but the flea markets around here, they really like the more craftsy stuff. So like they didn't really care much for that. We would do garage sales. Another option is you could lot it all up, sell it like similar items all together, like toys, stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, if it's not broken and you can't sell it for parts, and if you're not talking about that kind of stuff, that's pretty much it. Like try to offload it, like lot it all up so it's worth selling, or sell them for like pennies on the dollar somewhere.
Depending how close you are to the $12,000 standard deduction for your taxes, if you're close, you could always donate the stuff and find out the retail value at it, so that way you can claim that amount on your taxes. But that's only if you're close enough to $12,000 on your standard deduction. Let's see here. No. Wendy said it helped. She burned out, not burnt out. Helped with TJ's live listing party. Those are always good too. If you are reselling, specifically, you're burnt out on reselling and stuff. You can list and have fun, because then you can feel like you're doing it with your friends. And maybe that's why I don't get it burnt out that much, because I look forward to going to work, when we work, especially when we unbox stuff. I mean, granted, I get burnt out. I'm not saying I ever, but actually we do look forward to going to work.
Maybe I should list on one of TJ's listing parties.
Yeah.
I bet I would do a good job with that.
But Whitney comes, she's here. Like, we have great time.
They're always cracking up, though. Like, if they're working together, and like I'm like with the kids or whatever, I can always hear them cracking up about something.
Usually me farting. She laughs at them. They're funny.
They're not. See, and this is why I'm glad that she's there and not me, because I would not.
It's the truth.
I would die.
It's the truth. We listen to our daily podcast to get our news, and then we laugh and joke.
Mm-hmm. And then I go in for the highlights, basically.
Yep. So I think, Dave, this is McCaw's land. It's kind of a piggyback question. We have donated some unsellable items. If it's a broken item, I'm not going to donate broken stuff. But we have donated unsellable items in the past. Items that we probably could sell, but we didn't feel like selling. We have donated those. Trucker Marcus driving out to the West Coast.
Ooh.
Be careful. And thank you for driving.
Yep. Thank you for all you do.
You had a funny face.
I did?
You made a funny look. You don't have a funny face, but you did make a funny look. Oh, boy. Did I skip?
You probably did. Yeah, you always make fun of me for skipping, but look who skipped. Look who did it. Wasn't me, it was you. Wasn't me, it was you.
Yeah. Sunshine does. She says she has a TikTok channel for her students. They do the weather forecast the other day. Can you send us your TikTok channel so that we can laugh too?
Also, is it funny or is it for real? TikTok's
she
supposed
laughs.
to be funny, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we're skipping people.
Well, we're scrolling back up. We'll scroll back down.
I don't understand your process. No, you're doing a great job, though. I'm
not. How am I doing it good if you don't understand?
As long as you're doing it.
What's your grading scale if you don't understand what I'm doing?
As long as, hey, look, as long as you're doing it efficiently.
I mean, I'm not. Evidently, I'm skipping over people.
Are you?
You said I was.
No, I said I feel like we're skipping, but then you explained that you were going up. And then I was like, why are we going up when we should be going down? So I didn't really understand your process. But if you know what you're doing, then I trust that you can do it. Just let me know what questions to answer. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
That makes sense? We did get return mail, Wendy. We didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought we did.
No.
You missed it. Did you miss it?
I did, because they were auctioning Friday night, but then we There are some auctions Thursday night that I missed because of the live stream. And then we missed them Friday night because of our situation.
Yeah. Okay, right.
But there are some tomorrow night. I know lots of people have been asking about them, and I'm not going to give them out until we. I'm
seriously like, I'm about to like start. We do have those snack boxes. We have 2 snack boxes.
There's another one on the way because
there's another one on the way.
We need to do that.
And we still haven't done it. And I'm seriously about to just like the next live stream that we do.
I didn't do it.
He did it.
It's the internet. Anyways,
he did it.
I just scrolled up like 18 minutes of time. So if we haven't missed a question, if we missed a question, can y'all please retype it? Because I just scrolled up 17 minutes and then we got disconnected. So yes.
Dang it, Joe.
I know. The first question I see, did we end up keeping that printer? I'm not sure which printer you're talking about, Marielis. The one printer that was totally not working. If it's that one, I've tried to sell it. We didn't keep it because I don't even know if it's the right printer or not. But I spent like 45 minutes troubleshooting it. I thought I got it working, but then found out that it wasn't working. So I listed on Facebook Marketplace for parts. And nobody's wanted to buy it yet. So, it's still there.
What's up, Chris? Daily Refinement.
What's up, Chris?
By. Hello.
I don't know about no TikTok stars. I would like to do TikTok.
We've thought about it, but I'm just trying to master what I've already got. But TikTok would be fun. I would enjoy doing TikTok.
It would be fun. I think we should do it to be fun. There's so much fun stuff that we want to do. Like we've still got that black face mask stuff. Because some of y'all wanted to see Jessica rip off all my facial hairs. We still got that stuff. And there was Jessica's getting tired. She's got the mustache. Where's Harold? He hasn't commented yet.
Oh, it's coming if he hasn't done it already.
Thank you so much, Wendy Campbell. I saw the super chat. Thank you. You have a good night. And then I saw Jackie Baxter somewhere. I thought I saw her. What are these things called? The little pictures?
Mm-hmm.
What are they called?
Pictures?
Yeah, I thought I saw her on there. No. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Is it hard to sell Kodak ink cartridges? You like ink cartridges.
I don't know about Kodak, but we've always done very well with ink cartridges. I always like them.
We do need a shirt with my dread stash, though.
We do. Icons. Is that an icon? Is that what it's called? I don't know. That's what they're telling me.
Well,
Rich
2 people
and
have said icon, and that's better than mine. Icon. Is that what it's called? I thought it was like a profile picture.
I don't know. We've got somebody.
What's our icon?
Karsten Unsellable.
Germany. Yeah. I love Germany. I used to live there.
There's actually a village in Germany named after my family, Rinsing, Germany.
Or are you named after the village?
I don't know. All Rinsing means is those who dwell near the Rhine River. So I don't know. That's awesome. Germany. That's crazy.
I love Germany.
Yeah.
It was my favorite place to live. Everybody was so nice and the air was so clean. They're very recycly over there.
Yes.
They do very good for the environment. What are we, are we getting tired? What time is it? Oh, it's only 7:53. What's happening?
I know, but we've been going to bed like 8:30, 9 o'clock. We've been in bed.
I don't know why.
I think I stayed up one night this week, like to midnight playing Madden, and every night it's like 9 o'clock. Because before I would lay down with the kids, and they would go to sleep, and then I would get up and stay up for a couple of hours. But not this week. I've been cherishing those cuddles.
I've been going to sleep early because I've been so tired, and then waking up. Part of the trauma, I keep waking up in the middle of the night and then not being able to sleep for like 4 hours. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep early so that if I do have insomnia or something happens, then I at least get enough sleep so that my body can still function the next day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Like,
Yeah.
if I went to bed at my normal hour and then woke up like that, I'd already be asleep. I'd be like, sorry, y'all, I am so tired.
Yep. Be nice to ask about income taxes on resale work. I know Harold asked about, or said that in the group, we made the post in our education, education, our education group, our liquidation education group, which you have to be a YouTube member, Weekend Warrior. Don't be a, did I say warrior?
Worrier. Please don't be a weekend worrier.
No, don't, sometimes it's okay to worry. Dang it, words. Worry. It's okay to worry. Why are these words not sound right? It's okay to worry sometimes, but don't be a warrior.
Warrior?
We're going to be a warrior, not a warrior. I don't know.
You just said the same thing.
Did I?
Warrior and warrior.
You want to be a warrior. Warrior. Dang it. That's so hard when you break down
y'all, listen. Y'all try it and tell me that that's not hard to say. Because that is so hard
warrior.
to say. Warrior.
Anyways.
So Harold helped. There you go, Harry. Harold helped you.
But there is we always recommend getting help from a tax professional because every state tax codes are different. So yes, join it.
Harold's like, so basically what he's trying to say.
No, I'm not saying that. I was just saying in case you went to the group and it's not in there, then you're like, but Harold, he said, and then he's like, yeah, Harold's a liar. So I can send you the person if you message me or email me. I try not to post reselling stuff in our community group because it's a community group. There are resellers that talk about reselling in the community group. Although I don't use it as a reselling group. It's a community group.
People are already talking about my hair mustache. Mine. You get your own drink.
That's why you're choking. You're in charge of the mouse. I don't want to touch it because I touched it twice tonight. We are wanting
to print more T-shirts, but we are on a brand journey. We are on a journey.
We're on a brand new shirt.
We're on a journey trying to define our brand in a way of pictures and words.
Yes.
And we want something that is timeless and endless. So we've been processing that. It's a kind of a long process, requires a lot of thinking, a lot of throwing things out.
So we haven't really thought much about it.
I have.
Oh. Wait, can you give me an update?
Yeah. Well, one of the things I was thinking about was utilizing the icon, the
Akon and Young Jeezy.
What's it called? What's the thing called that we have?
Logo.
Picture. The logo. Icon.
Akon and Young Jeezy.
The brand.
Akon and Young
What's
Jeezy.
It called? Logo. The logo that we have, but then putting it on different things. But what if we changed the logo? Because really, what is a brand? Like, what do we really want to get into this right now? What do we represent?
I just wanted to see if you actually would have thought about it, or if you were just BSing me.
No, I was really thinking about like that.
I see you weren't just fluffing me with information. You actually thought about it. Thank you. We can table this for later.
TJ says bacon and grilled cheesy. Ooh, bacon and a grilled cheese sandwich. I have never had that, but I bet that is fantastic.
Yeah.
I made my kids grilled cheese sandwiches today.
It's so awesome. We knew Lucy was okay when she woke up in the hospital and she said she dreamed about bacon. And wanted to go get bacon.
She was like, I just want to go home and eat bacon, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, baby.
Like that's when we knew that she was okay. Like there was
she was
not going to be any lingering side effects
like
or
brain
like
brain damage or anything like that. She woke up and she was like, I had a dream about bacon. When can I go home? I just want bacon. And of course the hospital didn't have good bacon. So
all right. Jackpot Liquidation says that a chart for their business says they discovered if we list 1,000 items that garners us $1,000. So 200 is 2,000. It just depends on, for us, if we list $1,000, that will probably give us around 15 to $17,000 in revenue a month, and would probably give us around, let's see, $6,000 to $10,000, depending upon the items that we bought that month. So probably 6,000 to 8,000 in profit. So it really depends on the profit and your resell, how much you're selling each item for, what your like if you're selling an item for $30, is your average selling price is $30, and then your shipping or your selling costs, including your shipping, is around 28 to 30%, which ours are, then that would be $9. And then if your cost of goods is $5, then that's like $16 profit per item. So, yeah.
Okay, Jessica. First of all, I want to say that I'm really sorry that your fiance hates bacon.
You don't like bacon.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that there's hope for her, because bacon has slowly been growing on me, and I used to not be a bacon lover myself, but now I can have some bacon sometimes. So I just want to let you know that there's hope. There's hope for her.
What kind of bacon has he tried to eat? Like what cut? Like thin bacon, thick bacon?
Has she tried any bacon whatsoever?
Yeah.
Turkey bacon? I mean, is that real bacon? It's good I like it, but I would not say it's actual bacon. Which
bacon has she tried? I mean, maybe she likes the hickory smoked bacon, thick cut. Maybe she likes, like, I like to put brown sugar on our bacon. Not her bacon, but like on mine and Jolene's bacon. We like the sweeter bacon. So yeah.
Wait. She also doesn't do cheese or tomatoes. What does she eat?
Where does she say that at?
Right there. No. Doesn't do cheese or tomatoes either.
I could see not liking the lycopene in the tomatoes. But
I love tomatoes.
Cheese? You're gonna have hard time cooking.
Well, I mean, that's not true.
Sorry?
Cheese would be hard, but tomatoes and bacon, like, you could go without tomatoes and bacon.
Yeah. All right, so Jackpot, currently has 2,500 items listed. That's a lot of items. I'd like to know, like, if you know what your sell-through rate is, like how many items are you selling a month? I know for us, we have around 1,350 items listed, and we sell probably 800 to 900 items. I guess 700 to 900 items a month. So we have a sell-through rate probably around 70%.
Wow. Melanie lives in the ham capital of the world. You can get bacon and bacon and bacon.
Smithfield free bacon?
Bacon.
Is it free bacon? Is that right? Smithford?
You have free bacon?
Smithfield Hold up. Free bacon.
Where is this place that gives
Or is
free
it
bacon?
free of Smithfield?
Or maybe the name of the town is Smithfield Free.
But that's an odd name. Have you ever seen a town named Smithfield
well, in
Free?
Arkansas, there's Bald Knob.
There is. And Knob Nosters in Missouri. There's Pickles Gap.
Possum Grape.
There is Possum
There is a
Grape.
Possum Grape, Arkansas.
Yeah.
So Smithfield Free really isn't that weird in retrospect.
Rich saw German cut bacon tonight. What was that like? What kind of cut was that?
I have no idea. Oh, Mary Ellis, you're allergic to tomatoes. I'm really sorry. Sad.
You can't have salsa either?
No salsa. That's so sad.
That sucks. I mean, I could do without ketchup, but salsa? I'm so sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
She wants to kill you. I don't know.
I didn't mean to do that, but that was funny. Let's see. Smithfield, Virginia.
Chocolate covered bacon. Have y'all had the cupcakes made with bacon in there? I didn't like them.
Have y'all had it? I didn't like it. I'm trying to go through here. We like bacon. Some people like bacon. Let's see. I'm trying to see here. Going through. As a moderator, can they moderate comments on videos?
No. Only during live.
Let's see.
Did
Frog jump temp. I did.
I missed it. I love your snorts.
You're just so used
Where was I?
You were here. You were sitting right there.
Yeah.
Frog jump Tennessee. There is free bacon, bro. Free bacon in Smithville, Virginia.
But it's Virginia. It's Virginia. It's way over there.
But free bacon, babe. Canadian bacon is pretty good.
But that's not bacon.
It's pretty good.
It's like almost like ham. Wide cut. Ooh.
Harold says he meant that she eats kale, and then I accidentally put it on the screen.
I thought you were being funny, like kale. You know? Here we thought you were being funny.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
You're only accidentally funny, Harold. You're not really funny.
Okay, Frost Liba knows somebody who's allergic to bacon. Not ham, just bacon. Huh. Something about the cooking process.
But if it's raw,
well, you can't eat raw bacon.
Well, I mean, you cook it.
Unless you want to die.
I mean, because you could bake it. You can fran pie it. Pan fried bacon. You can fan fry it. Y'all fan fry that bacon. I don't know.
Well, it's still, if you cook it, it's still going to break down. It doesn't matter if you fan fry it or bake it. Either way, it's still going to get heated. It's still going to break down in a similar way. So I think it doesn't matter unless she wants to eat raw bacon. So she can either choose to be allergic and have an allergic reaction, or look at the cat.
I tried to let him out, but he didn't want out. You're hiding him now.
You can do it, Ollie. You can do it. Oh, we're backwards, so I can't make it happen the right way. Why? I thought you were gonna let him in.
I already tried to let him in. He's on his own now, sucker.
Okay, my hips are also allergic to bacon. Do you need to go in, Ollie?
Fine.
I got him. No, he's coming. He's coming for me.
Then go.
Come here, Ollie. I love you. I will say though, since we're all very invested in my cat,
come on.
I did kick him across the room last night. It wasn't on purpose, but I guess my leg must have moved a little bit while I was sleeping, and he like pounced on it, and his claws went into my foot, and it scared me, and I flung my foot, and I flung all across the room, and I felt really, really bad. Somebody did ask me.
Poor Ollie doesn't have thumbs. He's screwed.
Somebody did ask me how old Desi was, and Desi is August, September, October, November, December, January, so 12, 15, 14, 15, 16. He's like 17 months. He's about 17 months, somebody asked. Yes, let's see. Oh, her dog's name is Ollie, and so every time we keep saying Ollie, the dog's like, huh? Her dog's like, what?
Come here, Ollie. Come here. Is it a boy or a girl? Come here, girl. Come here, Ollie.
It says he.
You good boy. I'm in that kind of mood, y'all. Sorry. Sorry, Kim. Yeah.
Oh, y'all. Okay, listen. So this is our first goodbye.
As you can see, we're not our normal selves.
I mean, this is kind of normal, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. We're still kind of odd. I'm odd.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What?
We should just say Alexa and have it do something. So all the people who have an Alexa would do something crazy.
Will it operate on our voices?
Yeah. What should we say?
Hey, Alexa, play
Bruno Mars. Please tell me if it
Does
works.
it do it? Alexa, turn off all lights. Alexa, run the vacuum cleaner.
Please.
I don't know if that'll work. Does it do other people's voices? What's a song? A funny one.
Alexa,
play Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby Got Back. That's hilarious! Why are you hitting me for?
Oh, it hurts.
What's the fox say? Who sings the fox song?
I don't know. Just say it.
What do I say?
Oh, I don't know, but I can't breathe.
Alexa, play MC Hammer, Too Legit. Hey Alexa, play Baby Shark.
Okay, people are probably.
Can y'all send us some videos of this?
I need. Oh
my gosh, I'm getting lied.
Oh god.
What if they're all lying to us and it's not really happening? They're just playing with us.
It said, "Do you mean bedroom?" Oh, I don't think so. No, Tom, I'm not doing your dirty work. Turn your own lights back on.
Do what TJ says.
Hey, Alexa, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Hey, Google. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know if it operates the same as Alexa. Because they don't play songs, does it?
I'm sure it does. Google is just it's just not Amazon.
Oh, it's not Amazon. I don't know. Where were we?
I have no idea, but that was the funniest thing that I've had that's happened to me all week, and I really needed it. Alexa just caught fire with all the rapid fire requests. She answered your woodchuck.
Chick all the wood. It could chuck if a woodchuck.
Chuck all the wood. Oh, it hurts. Oh, her
700 pounds. For what?
700 pounds.
What was the question?
Woodchucks.
It was 700 pounds?
I guess.
Why are your jaws hurting?
Because I've been laughing so hard and it's starting to it hurts. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun.
I had no idea it would do that. Now y'all are screwed. We're going to be doing an unboxing video. Hey, Alexa. Y'all can tell I haven't been able to. I've been having issues with my hernia surgery area, and I've got to get a CT scan to make sure I don't have hernia again, which the doctor doesn't think that I do. So,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, my lungs are not as good as they used to be.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who's dying because all these people are crying. That was fun. This is how we're signing off every live now.
We lost like 10
Everybody got mad. 10 people got mad. They're like, no, we're not doing
these
this.
guys are just going to talk to my Alexa and Google. Alexa, play
poor Regina.
Hit Me Baby one more time.
You have given Joe some very unnecessary ammo.
I had no idea you could do that. I would have done it a long time ago.
Well, because my Siri only goes to my voice. It recognizes my voice. So, but the other ones don't. And I learned that on TikTok, of all things.
Yeah, I tried your Siri. That's why I never thought about it before. Oh.
I'm overwhelmed.
Alexa, open your third eye. I hope that wasn't something bad.
Dude, what happens if it like calls aliens and like half our viewers go away because they got abducted by aliens?
I mean, the Senate's supposed to release information in the next 100 and when was the thing passed 2 weeks ago?
For his birthday, Joe gets an Alexa.
I don't want Alexa. They collect too much information, more than what my phone I already allow it to.
They probably already.
Yeah.
They already have all the information anyway.
Yeah. I don't. Thank you. I guess I was going to comment that I accidentally clicked. Thank you so much, Carla.
We love you too. Yeah.
And
she started playing some mood music. Oh,
where is it saying that?
Peggy Cole's Alexa started playing mood music. What's
that R. Kelly song?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like R. Kelly.
Okay.
My jaw is so
you don't laugh enough.
Sore. Huh.
Oh, they sound like the dang Roblox guy.
That's not the Roblox guy. That's Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. That guy.
Ollie wants back in. Kim's no longer burned out, y'all. Woo!
Alexa's not sure how much a woodchuck would. Vicky's Alexa is now ignoring her.
Ice, baby.
I was trying to think of the name.
Brandon knew it.
Hey, Alexa, play Vanilla Ice, Ride That Train. That was his other popular song. I think that's what it's called. Well, I wasn't going to play that song, Harold. But I couldn't remember. There's a song that when I was in college, 2001, the popular R. Kelly song then, because that's in the club, whatever that song was, because I was on spring break and that's what they were playing. So there's an Alexa knocking on your door.
I really had fun messing with y'all.
Yeah, that was funny. I did not know it would do that. I need to see videos of this. Are there videos on TikTok to this happening?
Yeah.
Of just people doing random stuff, like them not knowing.
No, well, basically, it was what I saw was a TikTok of a person doing something to their Alexa, and then everybody in the comments was like, "Well, my Alexa did it too because it was listening."
I don't want to know that. I want to see like people's random Alexa going off because somebody like us said something in a video.
It would be hilarious.
That would be fun. Ooh, next time we do a live stream with somebody else, we're gonna do it and see what happens.
Hey, if anybody ever wants to host us on their YouTube channel, we'll probably ask you.
But you have to have Alexa.
We'll probably ask you if you have an Alexa.
We're on 8%. The computer's about to die.
All right, guys. Is there anything else you guys want to? I'm sorry. I just apologize to this shelf. Is there anything else, that we, want to talk about before?
We do have an unboxing video coming out on Saturday. And then, I don't know, we'll get back in. We had a couple unboxing videos that we did that we had to trash. So we're catching up. I don't know. I don't have any more words. So quit saying
Google.
Yes. But if there is any questions that people do have, that people do have, if y'all have any questions, we'll get to them now. If you do, if not, then I guess we'll get ready to go out of here because it's 8:20.
I don't know. I'm at the tired point, and then I've laughed a lot, so like the rest of me is just kind of zoning out now.
I did kind of like, yeah.
It's my new mustache.
I must ask you, where did you get that from?
Over here.
Alexa didn't like me.
Miss Millers. I will always call you Miss Miller. I don't know why. That's how it's stuck in my head. So.
Yeah. What's up, RV Butterfly Wholesaling and Thrifting on eBay?
RV Butterfly Wholesaling and Thrifting on eBay. Woo-hoo. Measure my dreads. Hold on. And then we're going. And then we have to go. Hold on. Let me at least pull a good one. Let's see.
I'm guessing.
Hey, let's guess real quick before we go. I'm gonna measure this dread. This is one of my longer ones.
26 inches. Yeah.
All right. You're gonna need. You're right. I do need your help.
Who wants to guess? Any other guess?
Any other guesstimations?
Oh, I'm way wrong.
That's what I thought. It's this one.
I'm way wrong.
Okay, let's see. It's taking a minute for it to load up, but I got some here. 28, 24, 24, 28, 18, 12, 23, 29, 19, 15, 17, 23, 30, 16, 19. Where we at? Who guessed 19?
Frost Libra. 19 inches. There we go.
And Kimmy.
Yep. I was way off. Sorry if y'all went off of me because I knew her. I don't know what I was doing.
Although, it really was a matter of chance because I do have so many different lengths because these were dreaded. Like they weren't like assigned. They were kind of naturally dreaded. So some of them are longer than the others.
My answer was dreadful.
It was really bad. I was like, really? 21, 29 on Facebook. So 19 inches, y'all.
Was that one? There could have been a longer one. Not 6 inches longer, though.
No. I would say if you guessed anywhere between 17 and 21, that you were probably pretty accurate. So, with that being said, my friends, I think it is about time that we head out of here.
Yes.
And I lost my hair tie.
I know. We thank y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening. Lots of laughs, lots of seriousness. And thank you. Whoa, all the comments are coming
Whoa.
out. Maybe mine is just slow.
The longest.
So, yes, we appreciate y'all.
Might have been one of the longest.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe this one would be long. No, because that one's at the bottom of my head. I don't know, y'all. I'll have to figure it out. I'll let you know.
Yep.
I'll let you know.
They got my pun.
Dreadful.
They thought it was punny.
All right, guys. Same time next week.
Yes.
We do have, I don't know. We may do a spontaneous live with these snack boxes because I am like ready to do these snack boxes. So,
and nights are hard for us, so we may just have to do one afternoon and allow all of our UK and European audience watch during their prime time.
Yep.
Instead of having to stay up till like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yep. It'll be so much fun.
Yep.
Okay. But if we do, we will probably do it on Facebook. So make sure you've joined the Facebook community group because that's probably where we will do it. And
yes. Thank y'all.
Till next time, friends.
Peace.
Peace. Peace, 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 peace.
I don't know why I did that.
Did you end it? No, you didn't end it.
Oh. Alexa, good night. Alexa, play Richard Simmons. I don't know, one of his songs. That's not going to work. I'm just trying to think of something corny.
Hit the button.
Alexa, turn off the lights.